What's up YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. You're watching Shoe DIY, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to loosely lace your Air Max 95. With this lacing style we're going to use the loops twice, which is going to give you a more secure loosely laced fit. So whether you've got extra long laces or you sometimes find that loosely laced styles sit a little bit too loose on your feet, maybe this style is just what you're looking for. So let's get into it. We're going to place this one over here so we can see what we're aiming towards, and we're going to be lacing up the right shoe. Now before we start, I recommend that you pad out your shoe. I've already put some socks in the toe cap to stop this from sliding down into there. So we're going to pad it out, and that's to make this area across here where you're going to put your laces in nice and broad, and that's going to give you some wide loose lace loops. So we're going to start by taking the lace up through that second hoop from the top of the shoe, the outside top of the shoe. We're going to take it across to the opposite second hoop and down through the loop. And then just pull it through a little bit more, and then we're going to make sure that our laces are the same length on both sides by putting the ends together and pulling up. And what you're aiming for is to make sure that you've got the same amount of tension in both laces. So you've got one a bit more slack like this. Just keep pulling until you feel like they're both the same. And then we're ready to start. So holding your lace in place, because it's going to slide through here pretty easily, take the outside lace and you're going to go across the shoe and down through that third hoop on the inside of the shoe. So just push your lace down, bring it all the way through. Then we're going to take the inside lace and we're going to come across and down through that third hoop on the outside of the shoe. Like that. Just put on your laces a little bit, and then we're going to take the outside lace and we're going to go through the leather on the tongue. So slide it through and then down through that third hoop up from the front. Then take the inside lace and you're going to go underneath this lace that's already in the leather. So slide it underneath, and then down through that third hoop from the front of the shoe, and keep that lace in your hand. You're going to take it across the leather on the tongue and down through that hoop that's second from the front on the inside of the shoe. Then take the inside lace, bring it underneath the lace that's already in the leather on the tongue. And down through the second hoop from the front on the outside of the shoe. And keep that lace in your hand, bring it through the leather on the tongue, across the shoe, and down through that first hoop on the front of the shoe, on the inside of the shoe. Then you're going to take the inside lace and you're going to bring it across and underneath the lace that's sitting in that leather on the tongue. And then you're going to bring it down through that first hoop on the outside. So if you feel like your lace has got a little bit tight, and I think they have, all you need to do really simply is just loosen out your loops like that, and it will take the lace back up the shoe. So I don't know how bothered you are by being really, really tidy, but my inside lace comes underneath all the other laces like that. So now I'm going to take the outside lace, and this is probably the trickiest bit of the lacing style, and I'm going to take it through the small hoop in the middle of the shoe at the front, like that. And then I'm going to take the inside lace and I'm going to take it through the hoop. Now this is a tricky bit because you've got to take it through and not catch your lace that's already in there. So just keep it nice and relaxed. Don't bother pulling on this lace at all, and just take it through there. It's a little bit of a fiddle, this bit, like that. So keep pushing through. And then you might find at this stage that if you start to pull this out in this direction, it helps to take that lace through with it as well. It doesn't always work, sometimes it does. You might find as well if you kind of roll this backwards and forwards and push it through, it helps to get it through as well. So I'm going to do both at the same time. There we go, to help it through. So I'm going to pull that through, making sure, for me anyway, that I'm going to sit it underneath that lace that's in there, like that. And then you need to check that both your laces are still the same length. So pull them together and you should find that they're okay. If they're not, if one's slightly longer, just work your way back up through the shoe and just pull the lace down a little bit as you go to give yourself that extra little bit of lace that you might need on the one side. And then all we need to do now is I'm going to take the outside lace first and I'm going to work my way back up through the hoops on the outside. So the hoops are pretty big, so it should be quite easy just to take it up through the side and pass the lace up the shoe as you go. Right. No, I won't try and do that. I am going to do one loop at a time, otherwise I get a little bit stuck. So one loop at a time, up to the top. And then we're going to aim for that top loop, and that's where you're going to get that loose look by bringing the lace out and round, and you've got the same amount you should have on both shoes. And then take the inside lace and do the same, just take it up through the loops, and as you can see that you've got a nice bit of space on the side here, so it should be quite an easy job. So bring it up through one loop at a time. Aiming to go to the top of the shoe, and then we're going to get to that top loop and we're going to get that nice loose lace curve on our laces like that. And again, you might just want to check that your laces are the same length when you get to the top as well. And there you've got your loosely laced Air Max 95. And now I'm going to show you what they look like on feet. So there you have your Air Max 95 loosely laced. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and for future videos, subscribe. Until the next time, thanks for watching.